Hey guys, welcome back to Keep Gravity Falls Alive. Last episode I asked you guys to make a new environment in Gravity Falls, something that would appear in the show, and I'm going to get right into it. I'm not going to really intro with anything because there are a lot of entries I want to show, and I don't want this video to be too long. So the first entry is this one. It has all these crystals, and while we saw something with crystals in the show, this is completely different, and it looks really cool. Like, the design is interesting, and you see the sunset in the background, and this whole place is something that I would see in Gravity Falls. Bill's Scaris Wheel. Bill's own amusement park. Don't forget to ride the axolotl. This is one of my favorite designs in the whole episode because it's just like a really interesting concept, and while the drawing isn't completely detailed as the others I'm going to show you guys, this is still a really cool idea, and I would really want to see someone like draw this whole thing, like Bill's own amusement park. Think about that. That's pretty cool. Gravity Falls Day 1. Some sad people in capes brought us inside a weird occult place. It's dark, old, and there's pictures of Bill and a random guy wearing flannel. They call the place the Fandom. Now I like this because it's an interesting approach to the fandom, because it shows all these paintings and they're drawings by actual people like us, the fans of Gravity Falls, and that's just a pretty cool idea. This is a picture that someone drew of the Nightmare Realm, and in Gravity Falls we never actually got a peek inside the Nightmare Realm, but in the Journal 3 we did, and this is interesting because it's showing all these black shadows and they're mysterious figures, but we know from Weirdmageddon 3 who these characters are, and if you see on the edges of the world there are these tears going in, and we're assuming that these tears just go into other worlds and that these creatures can travel there, and that's a pretty interesting concept. Okay, now there's not much going on in this drawing, but think about a Gravity Falls and Jurassic Park crossover named Jurassic Shack. That's interesting, and it'd be cool to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the Meme Bunker. You got Keemstar, you got Pepe, you got Dat Boy, Caveman SpongeBob, and Trump. These are all super fresh memes, except they're not actually really fresh because this was made a month ago, and half of these memes are completely dead, so let's move on. Herobrine Hunters! And there's also a Journal 3 with legs. Like, how could I not include this? This is a pretty good place. I would see it happening in Gravity Falls. Also, hey Veilskibum, why did you include two stupid ones? Can't you just have room for a bunch of cool ones? Well, yeah, there's cool ones coming up. I gotta be honest, I don't really know what's going on in this picture, but it's a different room and Bill is in it and there's these cool designs. Alright, now this is an interesting concept. The drawing is very simple, as you see. It's this new place in Gravity Falls, and if you look at the bottom, there is this paragraph of what this fountain is. My picture is one of my own creation. It's called the Waters of Time because of the enchanted waterfall. When you look into its water, you will see a point in your lifetime. Whether it is the past or the future, it's random. It can be from showing what you had for dinner last night to 51 years into the future. However, you can only look into it at a certain time, for around 12:03 to 12:10 p.m. to be exact. Now this is a cool concept, and that's why I included it in this episode. This is a nice sketch. There are a few references that you'll notice. You'll see the journal, you'll see Help Me, you see Bill Cipher actually in the door window, so he's just hanging around. And it seems like this is just some weird room in the Mystery Shack that we never actually got to see. This is showing these doors, and they all lead to different dimensions, so it's basically like the portal except it's in a hallway of doors. And if you see on the bottom right corner, there is this letter that is written by Ford, I think, but I can't really read it. So if you did make this, comment below and let me know what that says, because the font is really small and I can't actually read it. But this is a cool design, especially the rainbow and the portal part just being destroyed. Now this person made a full comic, and it includes a new place, so that's why I included it in this episode. I'm going to scroll down slowly so you can pause the video and read this stuff if you want, but I just wanted to include it because a lot of effort was put into this, and it's pretty cool. This is an amazing design. It's the Cypher Zone, and it's someplace in the Nightmare Realm that we never got to see in the show. And as you see, there are all these weird faces, and they're all bright with yellow eyes, and it's really scary. You see Bill in the center, and it's really ominous and evil, so I really like the design and how cool it looks with all the fire and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, this is the best entry I've gotten for Keep Gravity Falls Alive in this episode, and I think you can see why, because it's so perfectly drawn. There's a lot of references to other shows and other things, even references to Gravity Falls, and this is Lazy Susan's house. It's something we never actually saw in the show, but I think this is really, really amazing. Like, whoever made this, you did a really good job, because there's just so much going on, and there's also shading and all the stuff you would want in like a perfect art piece. So that's why I showed this for last, because it's the best one. Now, if you didn't make it into this episode, you can try to make it into the next episode. The next challenge is for you guys to make your own Mystery Shack attraction. Like, when I say this, I mean you would draw this tourist exhibit involving a creature or some other scam kind of thing like Grunkle Stan would do, and just draw something that you think would fit in the actual Mystery Shack. Like, if you walked through, this would appear there. You can draw it on paper, you can draw it digitally, you can do anything you really want, and upload the picture to imgur.com. I'll provide the link in the description. Then comment below the link, and don't worry about me not finding it, because I'm going to see all of them. Just be sure to leave the Imgur link in the comments, or I will not be able to find it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to comment below with your Imgur link. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.